show continues on 920 WHJJ.
920 WHJJ. Michael Napalintano in for Helen Glover this morning at about 7:23 right now. In studio with me, the real deal, Fred Diel, who's running for House Seat 66. That's Barrington, East Providence.
That is Barrington, East Providence. Yes, it's real deal because that's the way to take back Rhode Island.
There you go. Love the slogan. Real deal.
Yeah, that was actually controversy how it was going to come out because I have 3 younger brothers and 2 younger sisters.
They all
6 in the family, and the second, I'm the oldest. The second oldest says, mine's the real deal. So it kind of cost me $20. But anyway, I wanted to actually tell you also, if you want to see more about what the real deal for Rhode Island is, you can go to my website, which is www.freddiel.com. That's Fred, D-I-E-L.com. You know, I got to get that plug in there because we have a lot of stuff and issues on there. I talk about NDAA. I talk about a lot of different things that are important to this country, not only the state of Rhode Island. And, you know, freedom is important to us all. We just had the Independence Day on the 4th of July. You know, we all can actually celebrate with fireworks now, so they're the ones that are right off the ground, but we can celebrate, you know, so just like our founding fathers told us. And
gee, why do you think they passed that fireworks bill? Maybe to get the sales tax?
There's nothing wrong with that, you know, they got to have something, you know. So we got some signatures parties coming up. And
yeah, as a matter of fact, somebody just sent me a message here. There's one in Smithfield tonight. So what's a signature party? It's an event where candidates running for office have to get signatures on their nomination papers of registered voters from their districts. So tonight in Smithfield, from 7 to 9 p.m. at Ronzio's Pizza, they're having one for candidates running in Smithfield. So you had mentioned there's another one coming up in your area.
There's one in Barrington at the Senior Center. I believe it's 7 o'clock it starts for us.
What day is that?
That's on Tuesday.
Okay.
All right, so this Tuesday signature party, if you're in the Barrington, either district, any place there, what we can do is just come in there, sign the papers. If you're a Democrat, please come in because we sign Democrat.
Oh yeah, you don't have to vote for the person whose papers you sign.
When I walked around, I noticed that people saying, "Well, I'm Democrat." I says it doesn't change your party affiliation. That was at one time. They changed that rule, so I guess that's one good rule that they did in the General Assembly. And other things to think about, you know, you're just trying to get somebody on the ballot, which is something that everybody should want to do, is run, try to better the state. When you better the state, you get more opinions that are not always the same, which makes us balanced. And we want to be balanced. You know, so also, if you go on Google, which most of us know what Google looks like and has a little spot on there. You put in Real Deal, that's Real D-I-E-L. You're going to see my first speech when I made my announcement at Billy's Restaurant in Barrington. That's a little plug for Billy's right there. Not even in my district, but it was still in Barrington. So you got to support your local people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Fred, how's it been going knocking on doors and talking to people when you're out there getting signatures? You getting a good response?
Well, I'm actually I'm a straight commission salesman, so I talk to new people all the time. So going around knocking on, and I'm targeting Democrats and unaffiliated voters for the reason is so they're informed. Republicans, I see them when they're on the walking list, and I'm only going to people that are registered. And when I get time, I'll go to the people that are unregistered and actually hand them a form. And I listen to what they have to say, and I have to say, they're really upset at the General Assembly in general. It's just not the current legislators, but when they find out the current legislator for our district has voted yes for the last 4 budgets, which increased taxes on everybody, they're like, really? I says, yes, you have to look at this. And they're like, they're signing the papers to say, we want you to do a good job. And I told them, you know, it's honor, courage, and commitment. It's to serve, it's public service, not self-service. That's a Kachiri thing. You know, he mentioned that, and I have to say that, you know, when you're going up there, you have to do the right thing because it's never the wrong time to do the right thing.
Absolutely. And the reason why these Democrats continually vote for these budgets is because the leadership, they know ahead of time that they're going to approve the budget, and they talk to all their people, and they say, you need to approve this budget, and they all vote yes.
Well,
that's what they do.
What time did the budget end last time? Was it 3:30 in the morning?
Yeah, and that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, how awake are you at 3:30 in the morning when you actually have to have a full-time job?
Fred, do me a favor. When you get elected, put a bill in that no business can be done on the floor after midnight.
Well,
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Keep
right?
it in the same day, right? Keep it in the same day. And you have people just pushing buttons and trying to get it done. Why? Because they're tired. they got to go home.
Yeah.
You know, they got to
Just
work
ridiculous.
in the morning.
What kind of decisions do you make at 2:30 in the morning? I mean, come on.
Yeah, the decision is what the leadership tells you to make.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they sneak all these bills in that no one would ever vote for the last minute. It's almost like they did the auto body bill in during that time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, bills that people wouldn't normally vote against, they try to slide them in at the last. All this crap's been going on for years.
Well, I have to say there was some good amendments that were tried to put in. We trying to get rid of the legislative grants. I keep talking about it because it's not the legislature's money. Mm-hmm. That's taxpayers' money. $2.3 million just so they can give it to their friends and to make it so they can buy votes. And like I said, it's buy votes, just like they do in Congress, giving out these special deals. And that's a problem. We need to stop the corruption that's going on in the General Assembly when it comes to buying votes with taxpayers' money. If I want to donate to a certain cause, let me do that as a constitutionalist, as somebody who cares about Rhode Islanders in general. Mm-hmm. Do it on my own. Don't have some legislators say, hey, I'm going to give you this money. Can you put my sign up? Not a problem, right? I will say, though.
That doesn't happen in Rhode Island. Come on, happen. Fred.
And I'm actually state, and it'll be on the air, I will not vote for any legislative grants because I don't need them. I want to donate to my local community. I'm going to do it on my own.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to waste people's taxpayers' money. And another thing you talked about earlier when I was driving in, I noticed you say about the raises that some Republicans are not taking. Mm-hmm. I've stated, and I put it to the East Bay RI, and I said to him, I said, when I get elected, I will take no legislative pay increases until Rhode Island turns around. Mm-hmm. And for Rhode Island to turn around, it's going to be a long haul, but I think that if we start getting more manufacturing jobs, we're going to see things come in quicker. And once you get manufacturing jobs, revenue comes in, people get happy, they're working. Everybody wants to be a provider in this society. I don't think people are just, majority of the people in Rhode Island and the country just don't want to sit at home and get free money. They want to provide for their family.
Yep.
That's the American way.
I agree.
And we have to think about it. What is the American way? Everybody talks about right to actually have a home. It's not a right. We work hard. Not everybody has a home. Cell phones. How many people are having cell phones now that are given to them?
I hear you, Fred. All right, we gotta move on. I want to thank you for coming in today.
Well, I want
to
thank you, and I just want to go to www.freddiel.com, and it's freddiel.com. You can see more stuff, and Google me on Real Deal, and you'll see my first speech. And thank you very much, Vic Michaels.
And good luck in your race, Fred.